Using somebody else's stuff, basically.
Without
Pretty
asking.
much. Pretty much.
Like if I ask you, hey, can I borrow your lawnmower? You let me borrow it, right?
If I see you drunk the next morning in a wife beater on my John Deere,
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Conversion.
From the cast like damn, what a slam. Bring us back to your crotches. My crew just might roll on you like TP.
Hey guys, welcome back to Lost Legends TV. We are
Rated MC.
I'm Ray.
And I'm James.
This is our good friend CJ we have on the show.
No, this is Patrick.
That's CJ for you. We're doing something different today. We're doing it's actually his idea. Since it's so close to Christmas time, we're throwing back to Jim Carrey's The Grinch, which I think was 2002.
But I think that's mostly because none of us have seen the animated one.
Yeah.
And the
We
other
haven't
one,
seen the old or the new animated one.
So I've seen the old animated one, not the old back in the day one. But
I saw the old one too, where it's just pictures.
I've seen like the Home Alone clips of them.
that's it.
The little cameo.
But the whole premise behind it, I haven't seen a lot. I've seen it done like in the past, but not a whole lot. Is all the laws that the Grinch might have broke or have broken and why he should be in prison for them. Number one, multiple counts of breaking and entering.
And this is true.
Very obvious.
Yeah, he clearly, like, especially like when he was going in and taking everybody's stuff out of the house, like their trees and all that. That's breaking and entering. He did not ask anybody's permission for all that shit, but that's part of what made him the Grinch.
I remember when he tricked into the damn chimney. That ass got stuck.
I don't think the Grinch went, can I come and steal your tree?
Exactly.
There's a light on one side.
And then he cut that hole with his what? Was that his fingernails?
No, that was the saw.
But that's later on down the list, I guess. Cause
That's on down in the list.
Yeah. No, I mean when he was. Oh, I guess. That was,
Oh, in the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his fingernail, I think.
But I gotta give that man props for his like engineering skills.
yeah, he's still a criminal, but
That's
props to criminals.
That makes him a master criminal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He could be a mob boss.
Right.
And number two, multiple counts of theft. Again, he basically stole the whole motherfucking town except for the houses.
And the people.
I wonder if he took anything from the stores.
Well, they
Probably
didn't show
not.
it. They didn't show it. And honestly, you don't see any stores in Hooverville besides that one, right?
I don't even
Remember that
seeing the
guy
store.
trying to sell hats? in
Yeah,
front of the
there
store?
was a hat guy,
Now, I feel like that was just a guy like on the street corner.
like a vendor.
Hats for sale. Get your hats for sale. Hats here. Get your hats here.
99% off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Grinch wanted 100% off.
yeah. No, he just didn't want the fucking hat. Let's get real. The man did not like Christmas. But yeah, he did steal a lot of things in the movie. And he did try to make it better towards the end by like giving it back, but in the real world, if he'd have done that, he'd have still gone to jail.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, that would be probably felony level. I mean, he didn't just take a damn candy bar. I mean, he took the whole motherfucking town.
He took trees, he took presents.
He ransacked that
Food,
And
Yeah,
the
like
animals, pets. He took the damn cat. Well,
Yeah.
I think the cat escaped at the end, but still.
and he stole their last can of hash.
And then driving without a license.
Yeah.
Okay, so he went to that mountain at 8 years old, keep in mind, after he got bullied in school.
Yeah.
And then it shows him back on the mountain. Now, I don't know. I mean, he could have gone back and said, hey, can I take this driver's license test? No, it's because I'm green, isn't it? But I'm pretty sure the Grinch does not have a driver's license.
Yeah.
So not only did he drive, well, this goes, when he drove the little car, but also
The whole sled.
does he have a pilot's license for his sled?
No.
If he does, it's not discussed. And where's he keeping it? Like, legit, where would he put a license at?
He don't wear pants.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's a kangaroo. Just open the pouch.
Well, that's another one. He's public nudity. There we go.
Another one. We should write that down.
I don't think he was ever nude in the public though. He wore that one cloak with the mask. Then he came back in the Santa suit.
Yeah. But he's still, like, if he doesn't wear pants, if he's just wearing a Santa top, he wasn't wearing pants for that.
That's true.
So he was exposing he was exposing his bottom half to little kids.
Indecent exposure.
So this just read a question in my head. Since the kids, they say, come from the sky, do you think they have genitals?
I'm sure the story for something else.
What do they do for pleasure?
It's a movie for kids. I don't think they're thinking like that. They are putting like subtle like adult jokes in there because that's what every fucking kids movie thing does.
It looks just like my boss. Your boss.
I mean, Martha did have boobs.
There was a good thing about that. Like they did.
But I mean,
focus on
like,
it.
unless the Grinch has a micro penis,
No, he's probably like a dog. Like he goes in and then
that
when he
makes
gets
it even weirder.
Oh.
Let's move on to the next one.
Let's go on to the next.
Reckless endangerment. He did have Cindy Lou Who with him while he was going down the fucking that shouldn't be just on Grinch. That should also be on her parents. How the hell did she get out?
From that amount of time. And then, because remember, even the first time she went and visited the Grinch, when she came back to like the garbage chute, he thought, she was making snow angels. Like, did they have no sense of like responsibility?
No.
This should be like a lesson for parents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Don't let your kids go to the tops of mountains to meet some green monster that doesn't like Christmas.
Exactly.
Think about this. So they're on a snowflake, right?
Yeah.
Are they just going to crash and fucking die?
No, they're going to drown when the snowflake melts. Got it right.
Fatality.
All right. Then now we got Grand Theft Auto, which, yes.
Might have been a small car, but it was still a car nonetheless. Meep, meep. Get out of the way. It's going to blow. Like
So-
that small little car made an explosion the size of this room.
I don't think there's such thing as midgets in this movie. Like, they just have different, I wouldn't say races, but kinds of who's. Mm-hmm. Like, that range from this big until,
Remember that movie?
I mean, I think they're all like miniature if they're on a snowflake by our standards.
Well, you remember that movie, Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves?
Yes.
They forgot to get grown back. Those two forgot to get shrunk or unshrunk back.
Oh, fun fact. The narrator is Anthony Hopkins, who played Hannibal Lecter. If you didn't
And
know that.
Odin.
And
Thor.
Odin.
All right, and then we go to Burglary, which also plays onto the breaking and entering and multiple counts of theft. But, like, still, that's a different... Like, it's hard to understand how much he stole. Mm-hmm. You know?
I'm like, if you really break it down, I mean, it's on a mass scale.
Yeah, like that. He's a mass burglar. Like
Yeah.
he did it all in one night, and that's more impressive. That's more impressive because most burglars like I'm gonna steal one night and then next night I'll go again. Like they don't like hit multiple fucking houses.
No.
Yeah.
This man hit every house, and how was every one of them fucking like heavy sleepers?
I don't know. I mean, unless they're...
Like
I think the only ones that woke up was damn the Cindy Lou Who family. It was
exactly.
like, Santa.
No, it was literally just...
It was just her.
Cindy Lou.
It was just her.
I don't remember that
Oh,
scene.
yeah. It was like, did you hear something? Oh, it's Santa. Go back to sleep.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. But that's
Well, I mean, if they can wake up because something hit their roof, how the hell do they not wake up when someone's in their house making any kind of noise they can?
That big ass vacuum cleaner.
there's no
Hell
way he
yeah.
was quiet.
Uh-uh.
Even when like, he shoved the tree, like you're hearing the fucking lights hit the side of the chimney.
They are damn determined to stay asleep so Santa comes to
But
their
you know how
house.
loud that sleigh has to be?
Oh,
To
yeah.
land on
out.
the roof.
I mean, like, from what you hear, it sounds like a small jet engine almost.
Exactly.
Nobody heard shit.
All right, and then conversion, which I didn't know what this was, so I had to ask.
I really don't know
CJ.
either, so you're going to have to explain this to me.
So-
Like, I kind of know what it is.
I don't think the Grinch thought to bring the saw with him. So that's that Who's saw.
Like he
That
took
he
that
went-
in
when he
that
was in their
house.
house. That's that Who's saw. And the definition of conversion is exerting an unauthorized use of someone else's property.
Using somebody else's stuff, basically.
Without
Pretty
asking.
much. Pretty much.
Like if I ask you, hey, can I borrow your lawnmower? You let me borrow it, right?
If I see you drunk the next morning in a wife beater on my John Deere,
Yeah, you're like, what
Without
the fuck?
my- yeah.
Conversion.
We have trespassing, of course, because
That's where the
evidently
whole
did not
movie
have
comes from.
permission to do any of this.
no, that's the biggest part about it. And like, I really feel like, especially as kids, we're not thinking about none of this.
No.
It's just, oh, cool. Like, they treated him like shit, and now he's getting back at them.
Well, it's just like most kids' movies. Like when you watch it as an adult, you catch on all the adult jokes, the adult comedy, and then you're like, wow, they put that in there for kids.
I was literally talking to Joshua like one of the last days I was at Hardy's, and it was like, what was it? Like how Rocco fucking worked in a phone sex operator.
Oh, yeah.
And there's an episode of SpongeBob where they go on a panty raid. Like,
well, they killed the damn health inspector.
yeah, well, they didn't actually kill him, but like that
They
was a
thought
dark,
so.
that was a dark ass episode.
Hey, Squidward. What do you want, Patrick? I was hoping to get myself some canned coochie. We're all sold out, Patrick. No!
And it's just like they do that. So like as a kid, you're not thinking about, oh, he's trespassing. He's going here. He's not allowed to. But I mean, going back, it's very painfully obvious about all this stuff.
Another fun fact: Cindy Lou Who is actually also guilty of this crime.
That's true. Because she goes up to his mountain, like,
I don't think he invited her in for a party.
of
Of
course
course, she had a decency to knock first, though.
Huh?
she did knock.
She did knock first.
All right, and then fraud, identity theft.
When he was playing as Santa Claus, that is still identity theft, even though you mean it's obvious you're not the guy.
Yeah.
But I mean,
There's one point where he shows his whole face to Cindy Lou Who through the tree. Vengeance. Remember that?
I do remember that.
Santa?
Santa, what's the meaning of Christmas? Vengeance.
I mean, presents. I suppose.
I mean,
When he goes to Whoville for the first time and he's wearing just a mask. I mean, if you ask yourself the amount of intelligence the Who's have,
It's fucking low.
their IQ has to be like their age, dude.
Yeah. It's incredibly fucking low.
he even has his Grinch hand, not any gloves on. I mean,
Exactly.
they can see that
How
green
many
ass
people
fur.
have that?
Yeah.
You know?
They can see that green ass fur. I mean,
They're
What a
just-
nice coat.
just not smart.
that's a nice glove.
And then
Animal abuse.
animal abuse. This one, yeah, this one made me sad.
poor
Watch this as a child. He was so fucking loyal, bro. He was so loyal.
He was.
Oh, he had to have like glued those fucking antlers onto his fucking head, the antler on his head,
Probably.
and the nose too. So like
The amount of strength on that dog. Pulling that sled.
All the way up the
Oh,
mountain.
he was a G, bro.
But no,
Beast.
that's still animal abuse.
That's
And you're
straight
still
up.
going to jail.
Yeah,
Remember, he threw him out the damn house.
Uh-huh.
Out the
legit.
cave.
As a child, you're like, ha 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 ha. As an adult, that makes you sad.
At least he didn't experiment on him. Like, at least he took that crash course for the airbags by himself and not put Max there.
He absolutely could have put Max in there like, oh, well, this doesn't work. Well,
Airbag's a little slow.
hate crimes. You might not think that, but the entire population of Whoville is Who's. And that's technically a race, I guess, in the Dr. Seuss mythology. So that's a race. And he is doing things because he doesn't like Christmas, but also because he doesn't like the Who's doing Christmas how they do it.
I mean, we got that, what was it, a phone book, I think?
Hate. Double hate. Oh, entirely.
He's obviously not a Who, so that would make it a hate crime.
He's a what? Exactly.
And he's a what who doesn't like Christmas. So the Grinch is not a Who, or is he like a byproduct?
Well, he's not a Who.
He's a Grinch.
He's a Grinch.
He's basically somebody who moved into Whoville.
Sexual assault. Miss Martha
Yes.
Mayhew.
It is still sexual assault, but she did enjoy it.
She did.
I mean,
It's still, I'm not saying it's not sexual assault. It's absolutely sexual assault. Do not get my words twisted or anything. That was sexual assault, but she enjoyed it.
But she's the kind of person, like, she dresses to impress. Like, she knows she has that little,
She knows she has that.
you know, and people kind of want that. Mm-hmm. And of course, she goes for the rich mayor, selfish bitch.
1 hour later.
we got here from talking about the Grinch's face landing on Martha Mayhew's tits.
No, we're talking about gerrymandering, you know, electoral votes.
We do this every time. We go on a fucking tangent. Every time. It doesn't matter what the video is. We just go on a tangent.
Yeah, I'm having fun, man.
attempted assault on an officer.
I think when everyone was going crazy after he messed up the tree or whatever, may have bumped or hit the officer or something like that. Like not hit like, but hit like
Knocked him over.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, okay. I remember a cop falling over. But
Well, was it the same cop at the?
I don't know if it was the same thing, but I know. I want to say it was a cop.
Oh, we do know alcohol exists. Watching it, like even as a child and like 2 weeks ago, because we had a free showing in our local theater. That guy looked homeless.
You know the funny thing though, that was the hat sales guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Was it?
It was a dude selling hats.
Yeah.
So he swags out during the day and then spare change at night.
Spare change.
I thought about it just being part of the movie. Like they just like, we need an extra person. Hey bro, just come run do this part real quick.
We got budget cuts.
You're gonna play a homeless guy.
But
You know
I
how
was just a
strong
hat sales
that
guy.
liquor has to be that flammable. Like, you have to be motherfucking G to swallow that.
And then
He didn't even flinch.
arson and vandalism.
Obviously, when he burnt down the tree, that's arson.
Vandalism when he's breaking into houses. I guess that would be like more of destruction of property. Like vandalism is like really tagging and defacing stuff.
I guess that it would be more destruction of property because, like, for one, like he goes through the window, he saw through their a hole in their floor. They didn't ask this man to do this kind of stuff. Hey man, we just need a hole in the floor so we can get to the basement quicker. All right? I appreciate you if you could do that.
That's the thing about it. Yeah, thanks for the toys, but what about the big ass hole in the floor?
Like, did they not notice it? Like, they just like, oh, we'll cover it up. Just don't step right here.
Just put a rug over it and then a sign.
We can't afford to fix this. We can afford the tools, but not to fix it.
I hope the Who's have insurance companies. I wonder if they have cemeteries.
You don't see one, so we'll have to assume they just toss them into the fucking water, I guess.
They have like a landfill of bodies.
Oh, God, it's getting dark.
We see an overview of the whole town. And it's small as shit.
That's what I'm
you
saying.
see some houses, like they got a post office. A post office for what? You can walk to the next fucking... I think the whole town is like 10 blocks. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
I mean, what else do the Who's do all day? Is everyday Christmas to them? What do they do on the off season?
They don't think that deep, bro. That's not it. It's just a Christmas story. That's all they care about.
You did mention they're a low IQ earlier.
True. Well,
I mean,
he's sleeping. They just toss him in his own bed. They just don't go back over there.
Do you smell something?
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
They condemn the house.
Oh my God.
Let them sleep.
Cindy, don't go in there.
All right, and then terrorism. He was terrorizing the town. And we cannot act like the man wasn't. Yes, these people treated him like shit as a child, but that is not justification for all the shitty things that he does in this movie. Like, yeah, it's funny, it's fictional, that's cool, but he was being a terrorist in a way.
Terrorist.
So the next one is conspiracy, and that means he was basically plotting the whole thing for the first half of the movie.
And it didn't take that man long at all.
It really didn't. Like, he even built like the fucking sled and everything. Like you said earlier, it sounded like fucking loud. It doesn't make sense that you couldn't. We're just poking holes to this movie at this point.
But I mean, like, as a kid, you know, you look over, but as adults, these are things that you actually ask yourself. What would happen, like, you remember the wrapping machine? How it was just fucking crushing those fragile packages?
Yeah.
If Cindy Lou came in, she would have been a dead bitch.
That's what I was saying earlier with that attempted murder.
Well,
Thank God for that.
next we got assault on a public official. By the way, if y'all not keeping count, this is 17 or 18 that we've done already. Well, and then there was one we added. What was it?
Nudity.
Yeah, public nudity. So 21 reasons.
I'm sure we're missing something. Well, what about when he tied the mayor's bed to the car?
That was
Remember
funny. That was funny.
But it was still.
What kind of crime would it be when the Grinch made the mayor kiss Max's ass? Douchebag in the second degree.
We got tampering with mail.
Jury duty. Black.
So they must have a courthouse on the jury duty. Like, it's crazy.
Bank slip, eviction notice, dirty.
God, what is going on in Hooverville? I don't even remember how bad it was. That's
The Purge.
the Purge is out of it. That's the next one.
But I do feel bad for Cindy's dad. Like, to have all that mail. And for what? Like I said, the town is so small. But not to get into it, but...
I have these cousins in Antarctica.
I think I only saw like 2 employees working at that damn post office.
Public nudity, of course. He's half naked through most of the film, at least.
Pretty much.
And especially when he's in town, even though he, like we were saying, he was wearing a Santa outfit, or at least
The
waist
top.
up. But
Everything
he
down.
never wears pants. So even if his dick is not showing...
It's... Because I think it would be acceptable. I mean, it'd be cold as fuck. Well, I mean, not to the Grinch because he's covered in fur. But, like, if he was wearing pants and not the top, I think, okay. Like, even today, you can walk down the street. Like, they won't like it. But you won't really get in trouble for it either. Unless the cop's just, looking for something.
Yeah.
If you're a guy.
But if you're walking down the street, swagging it back and forth, you're going to get fucked up.
So that's...
I thought of one that you didn't put down. Kidnapping. Remember, he stole that damn outfit from that guy. Oh, yeah. What happened to the guy?
He killed him.
All right, well, murder.
Murder. I like murder.
He's never seen again. All right, so realistically, that's 22 crimes. What would be his sentence?
What do you think?
On our standards.
Well,
Some of these on
Tampering with mail, you're at least getting
life.
I don't know if it's life for tampering now, but it's like a long fucking
No, I mean, like, these 22 crimes here, I think he would at least get life in prison.
Oh, if you add them all up, yes, he's definitely getting life. Probably more than
Without
life.
parole.
Especially if you just add in attempted murder and murder. that's kind of high up there.
breaking and entering deal, reckless endangerment of a child.
I mean, terrorism alone, they take that very seriously. Hate crimes, sexual assault. So would he be
You're looking at least life.
At least.
You're lucky to get parole.
I think
You're probably
at least 2 life sentences.
Probably
without parole too.
Now, their whole life is around Christmas.
I feel like the rest of the time it's just shitty. Like, it's awful.
They just sit there and do this.
What do they do the other 364 days of the year? 5, 4, 8, 9,
They're just like crying.
Welcome Christmas.
It's like a family. They're just like holding hands in their window, just looking out. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Let us know if you have anything that you want us to look at or react to. You want us to bring CJ back on?
Tell me if you like them or not.
Yeah. No one ever said anything they like Chris or Scoob, though. I don't remember seeing that.
No. Not yet.
I guess they just like, it's whatever. They're there. You got any ideas for us? Let us know in the comments. If we see you before then, if we don't see you before then, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays to you and your families. You got anything else you want to say to them, Ray?
You know the routine. If you like the video, you don't have to. Just give us some kind of discussion to talk about.
Yeah, leave it in the comments.
I know this was different, but if y'all like stuff like this, we can go on this. Like, we're more music and horror, mainly. But I thought this was a fun one-off, just going back and having nostalgia.
Just talk about the Grinch movies.
I haven't really met one person who didn't like Jim Carrey's The Grinch, for real. Like, I know some people say it's all right. Well, I mean, it's mostly a fan favorite among
It's not because of Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Like, Jim Carrey did great.
Did his thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
that's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Deuces.
Adios.
Bye, guys.